Thank you for joining us on the Weather Channel as we track a very active end to the month of April. We are currently bracing for a potent Colorado low that is sweeping across Ontario, set to bring a volatile mix of heavy rainfall, powerful wind gusts, and the risk of embedded thunderstorms. This system is already making its presence felt in northwestern Ontario, where showers have been steady through the morning. Looking at the broader satellite view, the center of this low-pressure system is currently churning through the upper Midwest of the United States, and it is on a direct path toward the Great Lakes Basin. For those of you in the Greater Toronto area, you can expect a general 10 to 15 millimeters of rain, but that is not the whole story. Within the system, we are expecting pockets of much heavier downpours associated with potential thunderstorms, which could quickly drive those totals higher. The most significant rainfall, however, is reserved for northern Ontario, the Ottawa Valley, and southern Quebec, where the system is expected to tap into more moisture and linger longer. Wind is going to be the second major factor with this system. We are looking at a very blustery day, particularly along the shores of Lake Huron, where gusts could exceed 70 kilometers per hour. For the rest of southern Ontario, widespread gusts between 40 and 60 kilometers per hour will accompany the passage of the cold front. As the warm front pushes through early Tuesday, we might see those typical breaks in the clouds within the warm sector, but do not let that fool you. That instability is exactly what will trigger the risk for thunderstorms by Tuesday afternoon. By Wednesday, a second wave of moisture arrives, bringing even heavier rain to the Niagara region and eastern Ontario. On the back side of this system, we have a significant drop in temperature coming, which could even bring some wet snowflakes by the weekend. Shifting our gaze across the rest of the country, it truly is a tale of two seasons. While we are dealing with double-digit warmth in the east for now, an upper-level trough is finally exiting toward Hudson Bay. This is allowing a ridge to build over the west, but a stubborn lobe of cold air is hovering and waiting to dive into eastern Canada just in time for the first week of May. Taking a look at your national highs for today, Vancouver is a pleasant 17 degrees, but Calgary is still shivering at just 5 degrees after a brutal start to the day that saw temperatures nearly 17 degrees below seasonal averages. British Columbia is enjoying a relatively quiet Monday, but that will change by Tuesday evening. A fast-moving frontal system will bring scattered showers to the coast and the lower mainland by Wednesday. However, the bigger story for the West Coast remains the persistent dry spell. Looking at our long-range maps, those dark reds indicate a significant lack of precipitation over the next 10 days, which is raising concerns about early-season fire weather. In the Prairies, the deep freeze is finally beginning to thaw. Calgary has already seen nearly 37 centimeters of snow this April, which is almost double their monthly average, but double digits are finally returning to the forecast. We expect Calgary to hit 13 degrees by Wednesday as that ridge of high pressure moves in from the west. Meanwhile, northern Canada remains locked in winter's grip, with Rankin Inlet seeing light snow and temperatures holding steady at -8 degrees. Back in Ontario, a historic milestone has been reached at Pearson International. We have officially recorded the wettest start to spring on record, surpassing the previous total set back in 1991. The rain currently moving through northern Ontario will progress eastward throughout the day, crossing over Michigan and the Great Lakes before impacting the Nickel Belt overnight. By Tuesday afternoon, the nation's capital and southern Quebec will see the brunt of this moisture. As we look toward the end of the week, the warmth we are seeing today in Windsor and Montreal, where temperatures are hitting the low 20s, will be a distant memory. That lobe of cold air we've been tracking will settle over the east by Friday, bringing daytime highs well below seasonal norms. Atlantic Canada, you have a beautiful Monday to enjoy with sunshine and mild temperatures, but keep the umbrellas close as showers move into the Maritimes by Tuesday night. It is a complex and changing setup, so stay with us as we continue to monitor these systems moving across the country.